Hi, I'm Kimberly. Welcome back to Cross Stitch University. Today, I'm going to show you how to make French knots and colonial knots on your Cross Stitch University piece. And on this, we will be making 5 French knots with 3 twists on the bush on the right. And I know that because I have read what to do in my instructions. And I always do my French knots and my colonial knots with 1 strand. At the end, I will demonstrate what a colonial knot looks like on a different piece, just so you can see visually the difference between a French knot and a colonial knot. We're going to make 5 French knots in this bush, and what I'm going to do is place the French knots where the dots are in my free pattern. To start, I'm going to use 1 strand, and I am going to lock my thread on the back. The way I will do that is put my needle through 5 stitches, and then I'm going to come back through again, maybe on the past 2 stitches. You just tug a little bit so that your thread does not come out. Now I will come up on the hole that is designated in the pattern. The first French knot will go right here. Pull your thread to the front. When you're working with French knots, you want to do those when your entire piece is finished. And if you want to, you can test in the corner of your design just so you can get them right before you go on to the inside. You want to use a rather short thread. You do not want to have a long thread. What I'm going to do is hold with my left hand the thread. I'm going to take my needle and wrap it 3 times. 1, 2, 3. Now you cannot go back in the same hole or it will just pull to the back. So you want to go slightly above the hole, and you're not in an 8 hole, you're just in a little section you've created. The key to a French knot is to hold tight as close as you can get to the knot there. Pull that down, and when you pull this through, you want to have it as tight as possible right here with the left finger, and you have a nice puffy knot. And I will continue to do the next one, and these are harder to take out if you mess up, so that would be my one warning. So hold this hand taut, wrap 3 times. Go slightly above your hole. Get that as tight as possible. The more times you loop around your needle, the thicker your knot will be. And I'm going to continue to make 3 more. And I put that knot in the wrong spot. So I'm going to show you how to pull that out. You're going to have a knot there. You cannot take that knot out. So what I'm going to do is pull that to the back. I'm going to run it under, and I'm going to snip that off so that the knot comes out. And then I'm just going to rethread and start for the next ones because the knot is actually still there. So I'm going to cut that off. So again, you're twisting 3 times using 1 strand, and the more strands you use and the more loops you do, the fatter the knot you get. So you can play around. This is the simplest way to do a French knot though. So now I'm going to go in the correct hole. Now that these 5 look nice and consistent, I'm going to end my stitching by just running my thread through 5 stitches, and then I'm going to show you some other techniques. Now I'm going to show you a French knot with 2 twists, and I'm going to just do it over here so that you can see the difference. On this French knot, I'm going to twist around the needle 2 times instead of 3. So I did this French knot with 2 twists, and it's slightly smaller than this one. You can just decide which method you like better and what look for your pattern looks better. A colonial knot will give you a very different look, in my opinion. This time, instead of twisting to the right, you're going to twist the opposite way to make a C. So you come back, twist once towards yourself, only once, and you can see that loop you have formed. Go in slightly above, pull exactly the same, and keep that left finger taut. And that is a colonial knot. It's nice and small. I'll do a few more just so you can see them. And now that I've shown you 2 different French knots and the colonial knot, you can play around, see which one you like best, and you could also play in the edge of your fabric if you want to before you do your stitches. And that's how you add French or colonial knots to your cross stitch. If you have any questions for me, just leave them in the comment box so I can answer them. And make sure to subscribe and click the bell for more Cross Stitch University videos. Class dismissed!